We're putting it over her head. Now you're gonna tie or start to tie just like you would like if you're using a scarf. So I have both of my edges and I'm coming around and crossing. Now, I didn't tie anything, I just crossed, okay? So if you turn it to the side, you will see, you know, if I undo it, there you go. So I just crossed. But when it's material, you have to put some kind of knot in it, because if you don't, it won't stay. It's too heavy. So we just have a basic, you know, like you're tying your shoestring type knot. Now, depending on how you want your seam to look, this is what we have so far. We have a flap out, and a basic tie in the front. Now, as you can see, this material, it'll bend and fold however you want it to. So what I'm gonna do is trying to get a little bend action going on, and what I did is kind of scrunched it down. So I took these two pieces here, pulled them together like so, and I'm just scrunching it down a little bit. And what I'm gonna do is find a crease in where we tied it, you know. And you can fix it and shape it up as you go. But I just want to find a crease to let it sit there until I figure out what else I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my second end. I can either go up or I can go down. If I go down, I would tuck it under like so. And you want to stretch it and get it nice and, you know, nice and tight. And you still can leave the person's earrings out like we were talking about in the previous videos. If you want to turn the seams all down, you can do that. You know, it's just little small things that you go through and make sure it looks the way you want it. Now, if you can see, this almost looks like a flower. She has a big knot in the back. This is very traditional in other countries. So, you know, they get really creative. But say you want to take out that flap that we had, and you want to go back around the front, or you want to tuck it here. And you don't always have to tuck the whole thing. You can just tuck a portion of it. So you would take your finger and just kind of snuff it down in there is what I say. So the whole thing is not tucked. It's just a portion of it. So the top half of it is just kind of doing its own thing, sticking out. And for her, it almost looks like a bow. If you see the top of that, it's very secure. It's not loose at all. And that's the one thing about having material, it's a lot thicker. So you can get really creative. And for her being a young girl, this is perfect. It's very pretty. It's ethnic and cultural. People know mud wrap is, you know, part of the African culture. So this is perfect. And she still has a little bit of her hair out. Okay, so let's undo this. This is our second half of it. We're undoing. I'm going to come around the front. This was that flap that we had. Now I'm taking it like this. I'm just rolling it a little bit. And I'm going to tuck it over there. Okay? That leaves me another flap. And I'm going to do the same thing. Now, if you see, that gave me a totally different look. And all I did was change the front flaps. Went in a different direction. This is more, I would cover my head like this in the winter because I'm trying to keep myself warm. I want to keep something over my head and my, you know, keep the heat in, but still look nice.